So I converted my garage into an office, my battle station as I call it. And I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a content creator, I'm working on several things at once, so I have to get a lot done in a day. And part of the reason that I'm able to is because I've curated this space to perfectly fit my needs and to be able to streamline my workflow. The build took several weeks. It ran me around 10K, and believe it or not, even after all that work, my wife still has the nicest office in the house. So, maybe this video should have been about hers. Anyways, I have 2 workstations in the garage. I got a PC setup and a Mac setup powered by the new Mac Studio, and this thing is a monster. 128 gigabytes of RAM, Apple M1 Ultra Silicone. This thing is probably overkill. I find myself running a lot of different advanced creative softwares at the same time, and the thing doesn't skip a beat. My monitor setup consists of the Apple Studio display, 2 of them. It's a dual setup, and truth be told, as much as I love these things, I can't say for sure that they justify the price for me. I may have been a little bit better off with an LG ultra wide like I have in my PC workstation, or maybe 2 monitors for around half the price, but at the same time, the aesthetic alone might be worth the premium. They're that beautiful. To complete this setup is the audio equipment. I have the Rodecaster Pro, and honestly, this is one of the best bang for the buck items that I have. It comes equipped with really great preamps for headphones. It has phantom power built in, and it's just really, really versatile. And I record podcasts here. I host Twitter Spaces with this thing. It's just a beast for audio. I highly recommend it. My mics, I have the SM7B, of course, which is a classic, and as a shotgun microphone, I have the Sennheiser MKH416. And I use this one for certain podcasts, Zooms or specific content where I don't want the mic covering my face. And I'm okay with losing a little bit of quality and some crispness in my vocals. Headphones. So I probably overspent on these Sennheiser HD 820s because I don't use them for content. And the reason why is that they're a little too big and I look like Dumbo. But for listening to music, man, these things are they're surreal. I consider myself a bit of an audiophile, and they're an audiophile's best friend. I also have the AirPod Pros and AirPods Max. I use them for, AirPod Pros really when I'm at the gym or working out, and the Maxes just for casual listening, and I cannot board a plane without them now. Sometimes I use these Shure SE215s when I'm on the camera and I want a producer style look with the no-show earbuds. I also have this dope Icon teleprompter. It's called the PT3500HB, and it's incredibly useful, not only for scripts and notes for long form content, but it also allows me to look straight into the camera when I'm talking to somebody on a remote podcast. The desk is from Article, and the chair is the Herman Miller M-Body. Highly recommended. The Mac workstation, it's my main workstation. It's where I do my design work, where I have my Zoom calls, where I produce and edit content, and the list goes on. On the other side of the studio is my PC workstation, and this is a pre-built NZXT with a 3090 inside of it. I actually bought pre-built this time around instead of building my own PC because when I bought it, it was still very much during the pandemic, and it was actually cheaper to buy pre-built than to build your own because of the inflated prices of graphics cards. I actually don't use this workstation as much anymore. I originally bought it for gaming and for video editing, but I don't really have the time to game anymore, and also Warzone 2 is just not that great in my opinion. But ever since buying the Mac Studio, I just honestly I use the Mac setup for most things. I really miss AirDrop, FaceTime, and iMessage when I'm on the PC. I can't stand messaging from my phone, and using Dropbox to move files between desktop and devices is just not ideal. To complete the studio, I got a lot of security equipment. I have my own rack. I got this badass Husky workbench and drawer. It's one of my favorite things that I own. And sometimes I have my laptop or iPad usually hanging out over here. And when I'm sick of sitting, got to give my back a break. I'm out here just working on my laptop and getting some, standing a little bit. I got a 65-inch Samsung TV where I catch just mostly Laker games and other sports games while I work. I got some fitness equipment, Peloton, Pilates machine for my wife. I got the Century Bob, and I got a ton of photography equipment and just a bunch of little tech accessories lying over this place. If you have any specific questions about anything, hit me up in the comments below. I'll be reading all of them. And I hope you enjoyed this tour. Subscribe for more. And if you want to support me, feel free to hit the bell. Follow me on my other socials. I'm going turbo mode with content this year. I'll catch you in the next video.